She forgot to put on her pants. Before you ask. No. I am not sure if I was happy or upset about the little preview I received, haha. So my son had left a toy or two at his playdate the other night, as he often does. Sometimes I like to believe he does it on purpose just to get me out of bed. The main child he does his play dates with is the child of my wife's friend. My wife and her friend are very close, for the record. This will matter later, so remember it. So anyway, right before I left the house I had let my wife know that I was headed out and where I was going. We exchanged goodbyes after she said she'd let her friend know I was headed over. When I arrive at her house and knock on the door, I hear footsteps going away from the door. I presume one of the older children looked through the peephole and went to get one of the parents. Not too long after, footsteps are heard and approaching the door. Then the door started to unlock and for some reason I got kind of nervous. I had to remind myself I am a grown man waiting to pick up a toy. Anyway, my wife's friend, we'll call her Katie, opens the door. To my surprise, she's got no pants on. Me being the loyal man that I am, I maintained eye contact, as best as I could. I can't even lie, and she is just speaking to me as if nothing is wrong. I cough and look down to signal that she's not wearing any pants or even a towel, and she asks something wrong? I was speechless at that point. Right before I could answer, I noticed my wife, Alyssa, was calling because my ringtone was going off. I get my phone from my pocket and Katie snatches the phone with her manlike strength. Right before she did, she was saying, "Oh, is that Alyssa? Let me talk to her." Not to be that guy, but part 2 if this does somewhat well. It only gets better from here, thank me later. She forgot to put on her pants. So, after my wife's pantless friend snatched my phone, she immediately taps the answer button and gets to talking. My wife is wondering where I was and why another woman picked up my phone. I didn't even care for all that. I was just hoping the FaceTime call didn't show 2 specific things. 1. My very visible scared/nervous face. And 2. Katie's exposed legs. I'm not a very religious guy, but it seemed God was trying to tell me something because of what happened next. The phone vibrated and she simply was not expecting that, I suppose, and she just fumbles it. First it fell at an angle where it showed her legs, and then when it finally landed on the ground all you saw was my dumb face in absolute shock. Let's just say I stopped by the bar before going home. Once I got home I was prepping before I knocked, and about 2 minutes into my prepping my wife just abruptly opened the door. She grabbed me by the ear, dragged me inside, and just started blurting every curse word available in the English dictionary. I was staggering with all of my words by the time she finally stopped. She went for a slap, but I learned all my mom's combinations when I was younger, so you best believe I evaded it. If you know, you know. Thankfully, after evading I managed to spit out the words I didn't do anything. She went from angry wife to gentle wife, the wife I married. I explained everything and she was on the couch and admitted how she may have made a fool of herself. I was clowning her afterwards because she didn't even take much accountability, but at the end of the day that's my wife. Alyssa told me days later that she hashed it out with her friend Katie. I don't know exactly what happened, but I'm willing to bet that it wasn't all love.